Alrighty guys, welcome in and this is time Coins and Collectibles. Yes, the channel is officially changed to that name. It's going to stay as that because the channel pretty much has taken a route that is more about collecting and trading and just coins and some collectibles such as cards. You guys have seen this recently. But now the reason I'm making this video today is because of the simple fact that there's a lot of confusion about how I go and get coins like this silver piece right here. This thing is like 23 bucks. I got it from the market the other day. Um, and I'm sure you're trying to figure out how it is I got this. So I want to break this down and call this is called um, I can call it one of two things. I can call it a trader's mentality or a pirate's mentality. A pirate's mindset, more likely, and a trader's mindset, pretty much. All right, so how this works, okay? So that coin right there is 20 some dollars, okay? Now, before I went and got that coin, I bought a different coin that was much smaller than that. It was like I worked my way up to this coin, but the coin was a $13 silver piece, which was really cool to have in general. But that one right there is like a 20 some dollar piece. All right, so the way I've been doing this and the way I'm going to continue to do this isn't very hard to understand. Okay, it's about knowing and understanding your value in something and knowing your gold and silver seller or anything you're trading for. You got to know them a little bit better to have these trades go through. You can cut some deals and get some really awesome things out of it too. You know, but for for currencies like silver and gold and things such as that, like now I paid for these outright. These are all my gold backs. I have four right here. All right, so I'll go into what is I'm gonna say about these here in a second. But I bought these outright. Now there is a trade I can make for a bigger gold back, which I'll explain here in a second. But let's backtrack. All right, so let's just say I was somewhere and I, you know, let's just say I went to the bank, okay, and I picked up a $50. All right, now, or anybody on the street, at a store, whatever, $50 go for 50 cents. This is not rocket science. This is how I've been doing this all along, and it's pretty easy to understand. But I have two quarters here. That equals out to this, okay? Now, I bought this for a little bit more because the people at the places I go, they look at value of the coin instead of what the coin actually is worth. Because there's two mindsets to this. You can look at what the coin's worth and think it's worthless, or you can see the value of a coin and learn it that way. It's much like trading card games or collecting cards and stuff like that. And the reason I've been pushing this on to everybody so much is because I want everybody to know that that coin you might have in your pocket, it might be worth a lot more than you're realizing and make some big money off of it. So that's just like these. If I was to look these up, these are gold. These are the dollar coins I've been collecting. I have like three of them right now. But if I was to go and look this up right now on the internet, this would be a lot more than just a dollar. So if you're catching what I'm saying, any average person, you can spend 4 quarters and get your gold dollar piece. Or you can actually go to a buyer and buy from them. And then if this whatever value you bought that at, let's just say, this thing, let's just go to this, okay? The silver piece I just showed you guys, the one in my bag here, which I'm gonna pull back out and hold it for a second. This thing is like $23, okay? This is a $23 silver piece, okay? Now, the person at the stand selling the silver, it will take cash, but how about a trade? How about an actual trade? So let's just say this coin here in my hand is like worth 10 bucks. I'm not sure the actual amount. I looked at it. It's a little bit high. It's a little around the it's on eBay it runs for a little bit more. I'm not sure how much, maybe even more than that. But let's just say the collector for this coin is looking at the value of this coin. All right? So if this is a value of $10 to that trader, that buyer and seller, then he's going to take this off your hand and cut the price of that in half for this silver piece. And then you're going to turn around and put whatever is left over from that amount he saw this as valued at into this. So like example, if this is 10 bucks, you're going to be paying like the rest of the remainder of what this is worth on the market. And that's how I've been doing this. And I hope that makes a lot of sense. I feel like that's just crazy. So another example. All right, let's look at the gold backs real quick. Now, we're on Google right now, but I'm gonna click this down here. This is the amount. It's gonna show the amount these are worth right now. Okay, so when I go in here and click this, okay, now the guy's been selling them off to me for 575. So having five of these, five ones, he told me he can exchange them out for a five gold back, which is going to be a $27.25 amount. And then what I'm doing is I'm building up. So each single one of these is like exchanging $1 bills out for a $5 bill. You pretty much have the same thing with these. These are just made in gold. These are more valuable. So if I turned around and actually took these to a person that's collecting them or buying them, he would, if I had a 51 right now, this is the amount he would give me. Maybe a little bit more or a little bit less. But that's how this trading system works. And that's literally what I've been trying to get into people because people just get confused about what I say sometimes. And that's why I'm sitting here showing you how this is working for me. Now, again, let's go back to the big screen and I'll explain it one more time the best way possible again and hopefully you understand it. So now, the amount of my gold backs could equal out to the amount of the silver coin. That's what I'm trying to explain. So I could trade these gold backs if I really wanted to for another one of these coins right here in my hand, which I'm not going to. What I'm going to do, and you guys saw how much they are, I'm going to buy one more and I'm going to change out for the next one above and hopefully buy another $1 back and then so on and so forth. Just keep rebuilding my gold until I get to the next step up. Then it's been interesting to see how this all plays out. And I'm pretty sure that, I'm hoping that in the very near future, I can make these trades quicker and get a lot more out of them. But these trades, at first, you need to build up. And then what you do from there is after the build up, if you have enough, going out for the bigger piece. And that's what I'm doing. Even with silver, the next one above is like a 30 some dollar silver piece, which I'm putting a little bit more money in and trading out for that troy ounce of silver, which is $31 right now in the market. So when I'm sitting there looking at all these numbers and on my stream when I'm watching those charts, that's what I'm looking for is the price of something to see what the value out of it is and see what the value is going to look like when I go back on Sunday to trade with my gold and silver seller. And even with copper, you guys have seen me hold these copper coins. These things right here. These things right here go for $4, troy ounce of copper. And that's just exactly how I've been doing all this is through that system I like to call a pirate's mindset or a trader's mindset. It depends on how you look at it. But this is just something I wanted to get out of the way and explain a little bit better to you, and I hope I got the point across. I hope this was basic logic. It's pretty much like on the level of 2 plus 2 equals 4. You have 2 of something, you add another 2 in, you're gonna get $4. You're gonna get more out of something doing it that way. And that's how my trading system has been working. And it's like, for me, it's a very, very good plan. And anybody that's doing trading in gold and silver right now, or any form of coins, I suggest holding on to what you have if you want to get that more valuable coin, and add money into it, or like, just think about the trades you're gonna make and just plan ahead. That's all it really is. It's not difficult at all. But in the long run, I'm gonna make some money, and it's you guys are gonna see me do that. When I come back, after I make these next trades, I'm gonna come back with a bigger one of these, a troy ounce of it, and probably I'm gonna be back to like two of these, but not two as in a number one, but have a five and a one if all goes well. If anything, I'll have a five. So that's just how it works. So I hope the math makes sense to you, and I hope you guys understand it. I hope, I this whole thing started with me trading off a bunch of coins, small coins that I didn't think were, gonna go for all that value, but the coin market is a different place, and it's all about researching and looking at what you have, and, you know, look around and see what they're going to give you for a value, or also go and get it appraised. It's like a piece of art that you have that you want to get appraised, and you go and see it and you find out there's other value to it, depending on what it is. All right, with that said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you understood it, and I hope you can, in the future, if you're going to start trading off coins or selling coins or whatever, or even trying to make a market out of it, use that method. Use that method for trading. It'll work wonders for you. And sometimes you will have people out there being tough to handle. But everybody's out there looking for the valuable coin, and when they find that valuable coin, they're willing to make trades. So just remember that. All right. Anyway, take it easy. Have a good day, and yeah, I hope that was helpful. Take it easy.